Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to Forever Stranded. Hope you guys are doing good today. I am doing amazing. So, I've been out here doing a little bit of casting at the Smeltery and getting a little bit of obsidian, and we are ready to make another one here. But I started putting iron in here. I have run one batch of iron through, which is 54 of these ore chunks. But we have 24 blocks. And what I realized is, even though if we look at the uses on this and go over here to the smelting, it says these iron ore chunks only give us 2 ingots. But it's actually giving us 4, which is what we should be getting from iron ore. So this is quadrupling our iron ore. I'm sorry, Crusher, but yeah, we're not going to be using you for this anymore. Yeah, but so we did get 21 blocks of copper from what we put in there at the end of the last episode. So I have gotten quite a bit of copper. I'm really happy about that. Now, in preparation for the last episode's exploration, I did make tons of Invar and bronze, so we have a lot of that as well. So I'm really happy about all of that. But we are going to be getting a lot of iron from this. So I think what I'm going to do, I have, well, as we can see, I have quite a bit of iron still in my inventory. And actually we have 3 of the copper left over from earlier as well. But so what I'm going to do, I'm going to smelt all of this iron. And then, I mean, this is great. We're on the cusp of getting into some tech, and iron is always something that we need. Well, this is perfect. So yeah, now we have 47 blocks. So if we were to have not taken anything out of here, we would have had what oh geez, simple math is escaping me, 72 blocks out of a little over 2.5 stacks of ore. That's really good. So, yeah, that's absolutely insane. So, yes, I'm going to just keep doing this. We have a few quests that we want to do, and so I need to get a lot of obsidian. So I'll keep working on this. It's going to take a long time to cast all of this iron. And we still have a little bit to melt still. So, yeah, I guess I will keep going on this. I'll come back in a little bit. We can take a look at some... Oh, and yeah, we don't even have enough space. 48 blocks is what we can hold in this thing right now. So yeah, 1 ore, 4 ingots. Oh my god. Okay, this is why I love you guys so much. So, in a couple episodes back, we made the stone hammer from Thermal Foundation. One of you guys told me it's a 3x3 mining hammer. And look at how fast it breaks the sandstone. I mean, my pickaxe... If we use the pickaxe, it doesn't even break 1 that fast. So, yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Love you. That is amazing. So, a couple of things that have changed since the last clip. First off, I now have a cache from Thermal Expansion to hold our sandstone because, yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of building with sandstone, so we need lots of that. And the cache is actually really easy to make. So if we look at the cache, it takes a little bit of tin, a chest, and a redstone servo. And the redstone servo is just 4 pieces of redstone and an iron ingot. So those are very easy to make. We can upgrade those just like we can the strong boxes. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. There's several thousand items in there right now. I think they hold something like, yeah, this one holds 20,000. And with each upgrade, they hold substantially more. Now, in order to get all that sandstone, I did put in an elevator here to take me down to this area where we had been doing all of our mining. And you can see the sandstone area is quite a bit bigger, thanks to you guys pointing out the fact that these stone hammers from Thermal Foundation are able to mine a 3x3 area, and they do mine it pretty fast. Now, while I was doing this, I realized there was a bunch of area, well, most notably down in this section, that I had not explored yet. And there's still quite a bit over here that I have not explored. But, yeah, slowly, we are getting closer and closer to getting this mine shaft under control. But there's another one. So, yeah, we're up to now 12 deaths. I was fighting a skeleton, and I didn't realize I was as close to death as I was. We got to get some better armor, get some enchanting on it, something. But, yeah, it's going to continue on like that for some time. And you know what? We have so much water now that I am not in any way, shape, or I'm not concerned about water. I mean, we've got this much cactus over here, and if we go over to our little makeshift cactus farm, which we will probably be moving shortly, we have about that much again. So let's go ahead and grab all this and transfer it over. Now, we'll probably want to start upgrading some of these chests to iron, gold, and potentially even diamond chests, since we do have the iron chest mod. And speaking of iron, so I have run a lot of stuff here through the smeltery, and we need to throw that last little bit of lead in there. But so I'm currently running lead through, and I ran basically all of the iron through that we had, all of the gold, including the gold armor that we had, a bunch of tin, silver, and now we're getting the lead. So we're getting tons and tons of ingots. All of those are quadrupled, which works great. Like I said, we're very low on our unrepaired armor. The chain armor, the only thing that we can really do with this, if we get a stoked crucible, we can turn these into nuggets. Yeah, I mean, it's better than nothing, but they seem like kind of a waste. Now, the other thing is these do have to be fully repaired in order to be able to be sent through the smeltery. So if we go ahead and just do a little bit of repairing, none of these are going to make it to full repair. Yeah, it happens. But I did create some things. So we now have a whole bunch of obsidian parts. Now, we needed the shovel. I accidentally made the axe, but I did get the parts that we needed to complete this Better Tools quest. So, yeah, this is going to give us some obsidian, a soul-forged steel plate, and a loot chest. So, I'm kind of happy about that. So, let's see what we got out of... Oh, and so this is 8 toughness and 2 armor. It is exactly the same as a diamond chest plate, but it has more durability. Okay. But let's see what we got in our loot chest. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that is very good. I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll go ahead and drop those off in here. Now those will be able to be smelted for a 4-to-1. So yeah, we actually have enough iron ore now to make another 4 blocks. But I'm not going to mess with that at the moment. So next up in this, we actually have the modifier section. So, you have run out of modifiers. Well, that can be fixed with some simple upgrades. Well, I haven't run out of modifiers. I haven't even done anything with modifications of my tools yet. But we do need to make this iron toolkit. So let's take a look at that. So we'll go at Tinkers, and we need this iron toolkit. Now this requires some large... Wow. Iron large plates. Okay, so we are going to have to make... Oh yeah, clay casts. I totally forget about the clay cast because, I mean, why would you make a clay cast if you can make a gold cast, or electrum. I believe electrum works for that as well. So gold, brass. Okay, so we can use brass as well. Aluminum brass. Oh, it's gold and aluminum brass is normal. And then brass. How do we make brass? Okay, alloying. It is a copper and zinc. How do we get zinc? Void ore miner. Okay. Well, we're not going to be getting there anytime soon. That thing takes a lot of power. Like, I think 500 RF a tick. Something like that. It takes a lot. But we need to make ourselves a pattern. And then we need to come over here to the part builder. And we're going to want to take some cobblestone. Let's just grab cobblestone for this. And that's going to make a stone large plate. Drop that in there. And we'll drop these in here. And this soul forge, we'll put that in here with the tools. And man, these iron shovels, can we smelt those? No. We're only going to be able to run those through the stoked crucible as well. So you guys did say that in order to make the stoked crucible, we need the hibachi and the bellows. So yeah, that's going to be loads of fun. We will be doing more with Better with Mods eventually, but just not yet. So we still have a bunch of lead in here. We're going to go ahead and set that in there. And this is actually one of the things that is really starting to bother me. I end up with spiders up here on top of the ship. And I've had more than one of them attack me as I'm going by here. And our coconut tree only has 2 coconuts left on it. Because if you accidentally hit these with a left click, they just break. If they're ripe, they give you 2 coconuts. I think if they're not ripe, they give you 1. But, yeah. Alright, so we need a little bit of gold for that. So if we grab 2 of those and 1 of these, that should melt down into 1 full block of gold. So let's throw those in there. That gold melts fairly quickly. So, and actually it looks like the ore melts slower than the dust. But one of the things that we will have to do here is be very careful with this. So actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn that off. And so this is something that I did earlier because I was having some issues with this. So if I throw a couple more of these on here, we can actually drain out whatever is currently in the pipe. So that is now running, and then everything else will feed back into the smeltery. And then we can come over here and do our casting where we need to. So I think, yeah, this takes 2 ingots, but now we have this. So we need iron next. So let's go ahead, we'll swap this back to the lead, get that going. So we need 2 more of these gold dust, and then we are going to need a lot of iron. I don't know how much we're going to need. We do have a bit more. Now, I have been sieving sand with the flint mesh. It gives... So the iron mesh gives a 24% chance of iron. The flint gives 22. String gives 20. But the iron mesh also removes a couple of other things that we need, like silver, and gives us some other stuff that we don't want. So I've just been running it through the flint, and we need to go and drop all of this in the smeltery. But one of the things that I am kind of thinking that I'll probably do here fairly soon, so with the heavy sieves, we can sieve 9 items at a time. But I believe these regular sieves connect together up to a 5x5 area, so we could sieve 25 at a time for almost 3 times as much sieving, if we don't use compressed stuff. So I'd kind of like to get a building going for sieving so that we could make things a little bit more efficient for our sieving operation. I would be more than happy for that. I have been running cobblestone through the crusher here and getting tons of sand from that. Now, I did check in creative. These integrated dynamics generators produce 20 RF each. So, yeah, they do pretty good. And when they can't output power, they just sit there. They don't burn fuel. They don't finish out the current fuel that they're using. So these generators are not bad for early game power. Obviously, a huge bank of them would not be the best in the world, but they are working right now. We're producing more power than we need for the crusher. We're actually producing enough for the crusher out of these two generators, and then the photovoltaic cells are bonus. And as our battery charges up, these will slowly lose their fuel, and eventually then it will just be the photovoltaic cells. Yeah, it's whatever. So now we can see where we kind of run into a little bit of an issue here. So I'm going to turn this off. We're going to grab this pipe. We are going to come back in here, switch back to the lead. We have one nugget and one millibucket, and that will finish out that one. And now all of the gold went in here. Yeah, that's fine. It'll make a full block. But now we can start casting our reinforced iron plates. These take 8 ingots each, like I said. And so this is going to take just a little bit. The other thing that we needed was oh no, block of pig iron. Okay, so I did see this earlier. For making pig iron, we need emerald, blood, and iron. So blood we can get by throwing ourselves into the crucible. I'm not going to do that in this one. I wouldn't be able to get back out. Emeralds we can get obviously by smelting emeralds or by smelting villagers. Yeah. Okay, well, let me get a little bit of stuff figured out here. Obviously, I need these iron plates as part of it. And it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get those toolkits anytime soon. So instead, we're going to go on to the immersive engineering stuff. So we need to make the engineer's manual very easy, a book and a lever. I mean, you couldn't ask for a much simpler recipe. Where on earth did I put my sand? There it is. So let's go ahead and grab some sticks and some cobble and a book. And we got plenty of those. So, lever, book, lever, engineer's manual. There we go. All right. And I guess we didn't read this. You may need to learn some of the multi-blocks. This book will guide you. And I have done a lot with immersive engineering in the past, but I haven't really done much with it recently. So I think that's going to be fun. But we do get these 4 treated wood planks, and then we get a choice of either 6 clay or 6 nether brick. Now, clay is so stupid simple to make, I don't know why you would even mess with that. So we're definitely taking the nether brick. Yes, absolutely. So next up we have blast coke. So if you have had a look through the manual, you will need a few things to start. And yes, I know that we need coke bricks and we need blast bricks. So let's go ahead and take a look at what it takes to make those. So the blast bricks, we need nether bricks and regular bricks and blaze powder. So the nether bricks, nether sludge, better with mods, hellfire dust, and potash. Okay, soul sand. Maybe we'll have to look into this because I've never really... Oh, but we need ground netherrack as a thrown item. That doesn't help any. And we're getting cold. So we're going to have to figure out some way to get a decent amount of nether bricks because we're nowhere near what we need for this. Now, the coke bricks, at least, are a lot easier. We need sandstone, clay, and bricks. So, I do have a bit of clay that I have made. Got 12 of these. And I think we can hammer these bricks, too, to turn them back into... No, we can't. But we can use an extractor or a pulverizer. Yeah, the extractor or the pulverizer. What is this kiln? Better with mods. Okay, so more stuff from Better with Mods. 1 cookie dough makes 16 cookies. An unfired crucible. That is a different type of crucible. Made on the turntable. Yeah. Well, I gotta try to figure out something that we can do to get some nether brick. That is going to be the bit of problem that we have going on here, though. So, if we were to get some of the block nether bricks, is there anything that we can do? So, with a pulverizer, we could turn them back into nether bricks. Fluid transposer can turn regular bricks into nether bricks with some lava, but we don't have a fluid transposer. Okay. So then I guess the question becomes, maybe we should try that. Fluid transposer. How do we make this guy? So we need a machine frame, invar gears, a redstone reception coil, glass, and a bucket, the machine frame. Oh, well, that's all pretty easy stuff. All right, well, let's do that, because that would by far be the best option for all the things that we have here. So we are going to need some redstone. We should just need that much. We're going to need tin, iron, gold, glass. I'm not sure what else all we needed, so let's take a look at fluid transposer. Okay, machine frame. So first off, we need a tin gear to make our machine frame. Oh, and we need invar. Invar. So invar is this ugly block, but we do have that. So we'll grab a few of those. And that's going to turn it into thermal foundation. Okay, good. I was afraid it was going to be the ugly ones. But we need 2 of those. And now we should... Okay, we need the reception coil and a bucket. Not bad at all. I believe this guy consumes the bucket. Yep. There we go. Fluid transposer. So now, the question becomes, where are we going to do this? I suppose we could remove the atomic reconstructor and put the fluid transposer in its place. That should start getting power. We'll go ahead and turn our configuration to off. And now, all that we should have to do is get a bit of lava in there. Let's go ahead and clean our inventory back out. Mostly, anyway. Grab a bucket, and now we do have plenty of lava over here. Got 4 buckets of it. So we should be able to fill. And yeah, so we can get these guys going in there. In the meantime, we need to take a bunch of our clay, convert it into clay balls, and get that smelting. So let's go ahead and get that going. There we go. So now, brick. Okay. So it takes 1/4 of a bucket of lava per brick. So now we'll change this back to empty. We throw a brick in, and we should get another brick out of here. Nice! No more redstone needed. And to make 1 nether brick with the redstone and barrel method takes an entire bucket of lava, Here we need no additional redstone, and 1 bucket gives us 4 bricks. All right. Oh, those are... Why are those not stacking? What? I don't know. Well, hopefully they work in the recipes. I guess we could try that real quick. So let's take a look at immersive engineering. So we needed that for this blast brick. So we need 4 regular bricks and a blaze powder. Well, we've got plenty of blaze powder, so let's grab a stack of that. And we should have some regular bricks by now. Yeah, we got plenty. Okay, so let's see here. So if we do this... Okay, so it actually grabbed the single one as well as the others. So I guess it's not an issue. So I am going to go ahead and make up a whole bunch of nether bricks here so that we can continue on. I will also get everything set up for this. Well, the cactus farm is definitely coming in handy now because we need tons of clay for all of this stuff that we're doing. Now, in order to speed up the process of water production, I did set up a little bit of automation here. So I took a couple of my hardened fluid ducts that I made for the smeltery and set those up with some servos to pull the water out of the oak crucible. Then I made this fluid tank from Ender.io. Very, very simple recipe. 4 pieces of iron, 4 iron bars, and a piece of glass. So this is now taking the water that we are producing and storing it. Now this has the ability to output to its side. So we are currently set to push out to its left side. That goes into this wooden barrel, and then I'm able to come in here and just click on this. It fills back up. Click on it again. It fills back up until we run out of water. So yeah, that is extraordinarily helpful. So I do have all of the clay for the recipe that I need, but we need a lot more bricks. But right now we do have all that we need for the blast bricks. So I've already made 3 recipes of this, got 6 more here. So there we go. We have 27 blast bricks now. So let's go ahead and come out here, and for now I guess we'll just do this right here. So for the immersive engineering crude blast furnace, we need a 3x3x3 solid blocks, and we should be able to put a torch on top of that. And now what we need to do is get our immersive engineering hammer. So I don't think we've made one of these yet. So if we come in here, and by the way, I did see these guys are in here. Let's just go immersive. So we need the immersive engineering hammer, and I think it's on this page. Yeah, right there. So for this we need string, a couple of iron ingots, and some sticks. That doesn't sound terribly bad. And while I'm thinking about it, I have all of this dust. I'm gonna drop a bunch of that off. We'll keep 1 stack of it ourselves. So then we need a couple of iron ingots and a string, and that will give us our hammer. So let's go ahead and make that. Hammer! All right. So all that we do is right click on this guy, and that will turn it into the blast furnace, and we get really hot topic. So now if we look at this, we have the ability to put an item to be smelted and a fuel, and that will give us a primary output and potentially a secondary output if we were to use like lava buckets or something like that. So yeah, this is important, but we need the one that goes right next to it as well, which is the coke oven. And actually I have half a bucket of lava left in there. I'll have to make another one of these tanks for that. But you can see we have all of the clay in here, and somehow or other all of my bricks got taken back out. But we need a lot more a lot more bricks. And I mean a lot more bricks. We just do not have what we need here. So I guess it's more time just sitting here waiting. Alright, finally, I have enough stuff now to make up the 27 coke bricks that we need, and that should finish out this quest here. This is going to give us 6 more nether bricks, 4 blaze powder, and 3 clay. Let's go ahead and claim that. And the one tool, yeah, the engineer's hammer. I have to make another one. Can I just detect this? No. Oh. Apparently I made that a little bit too soon. Well, that's fine. We'll make another one. These engineer's hammers can be used for flattening plates, and when you flatten plates with them, they do happen to take durability. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have another one. So, let's go ahead and get that. That's going to give us a reinforced storage crate and a loot chest. So, claim that, please. So, we do have a whole bunch more stuff going on around us now, but I don't think we're going to be getting to that immediately. Let's see what we got from our loot chest. Double compressed bones. That's actually pretty good. I think that is like 32 bones or 64 bones. Yeah, a full stack of bones. So that's actually not too bad. Of course, bone meal is something that I don't get a huge amount of, so it's actually a good thing. But let's go ahead and go set up our coke oven, because this is going to be something that we're going to have running between episodes, because we are definitely going to be needing it coming up. So, please don't. Oh, and by the way, made another tank, set it there by the crucible, so we are automatically extracting our lava out of the crucible as it is being made, and that allows us to have tons and tons of lava as we need it. So let's go ahead and right click in the center of this, and that will make the blast furnace, or the crucible. Coke oven is one of those things. And now, what we're going to want to do is go grab some coal. And we're going to want coal blocks for this. So I'm going to take an entire stack of 64 coal blocks, and we are going to throw this in here. And now this is slowly going to burn and convert into coke coal as an output, a block of coke coal as an output, and we will get creosote as a liquid output. Now, I don't know what just happened there with, yeah, a graphical glitch. They disappeared, but yeah, we're getting somewhere. We now have a blast furnace and a coke oven. I'm not seeing things. There was an Enderman appeared here for a moment, right? The heck? I don't know. But yeah, this thing will be useful for making a few things. Obviously, we're going to have to go to the next tier before we can really start using it. But the creosote is going to get us on our way. And yeah, things are looking a lot better. We got a little bit of tech. And I think in the next episode, we're going to have to make a place for all of this. We need somewhere for our cobblestone to be generated, for our immersive engineering stuff to be sitting, for the smeltery, for cobblestone, or for lava generation, for water generation, all of that. We need to get some major building done. So, I guess I'm going to say for now, that's it for this episode. So, if you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or anything that you want to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments. Thank you so much for all the comments. I cannot express to you guys enough how much that helps me to be able to continue going on this. So please leave comments down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.